Dr. Russel Norman.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Energy and Resources and asks, what is the breakdown of the $240,000 of taxpayers' money spent entertaining oil company executives in 2011, and specifically how much of that money was spent on food and alcohol?
Honourable Simon
Mr.
Bridges.
Speaker, the total spend for the four-day Oil and Gas Summit 2011 was $237,000, including around $22,000 on catering, $37,000 on accommodation, $12,000 on Rugby World Cup hosting, $10,000 on other activities, $20,000 on a welcome reception for over 100 guests, and $40,000 on a one-day seminar. Mr. Cunliffe, if I can also tell the member that the biggest spend on investment in oil and gas promotion in the last decade was in 2008, when Labor, propped up by the Greens, spent $745,000.
Supplementary.
Order. Order. Supplementary question, Dr. Russel Norman.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So can the Minister confirm that he spent $22,000 on food and booze for the wealthy oil company executives using taxpayers' money?
Honourable Simon Bridges.
No, I wasn't the member. I wasn't the minister. But be very clear that spending on promotion isn't unusual. Actually, as a small country at the bottom of the world, we do this in a range of areas, from tourism to renewables to trade. And I'd remind the member that when his party was propping up Labor, in 1 year they spent $745,000.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question. Order. Order. Order.
Monkeys.
Supplementary question, Dr. Russel Norman.
When was the last time he spent $250,000 wining and dining clean energy company executives? When was the last time he spent $250,000 wining and dining clean energy executives?
Honourable Simon Bridges.
Well, Mr. Speaker, I personally never have. I've already said that promotion is unusual, but I remind the member maybe he should be grateful for the hard work I'm doing, given that he wants it to fund his so-called Green Bank slush fund.
Order.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Dr. Russel Norman.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. How many jobs have been created as a direct result of the oil executives' $240,000 trip to New Zealand?
Honourable Simon Bridges.
Well, I think we can say with some certainty that Statoil entered the country after that event. They are spending $20 million. But, of course, promotion has been going on for a very long time under successive governments. In 2012, $1.3 billion was spent by international companies on exploration. Last year, $1.5 billion. And I think, as I say, the member should show a little gratitude, given all the money we're working on that one day he'll get to waste.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Dr. Russel Norman.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So is the Minister's answer to the last question that 0 jobs were created as a result of the oil executive's $240,000 trip to New Zealand, which happens to be exactly what he told the New Zealand Herald yesterday when he said there was no job creation in oil and gas production as a result of the $240,000 spent wining and dining the rich oil company executives?
Mr. Speaker.
Honourable Simon Bridges.
Member misleads the House. That is not a quote from me. What is very clear in oil and gas, it creates 7,000 jobs directly. They are the highest paying jobs in the New Zealand economy, on an average of $105,000 per annum. Actually, I think places like Taranaki are really glad that we have this industry, and the member opposes it, but that is not the position, as David Shearer has said, although his leader disagrees, of most New Zealanders.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Dr Russell Norman.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. With the fourth lowest oil royalty rate in the world, and 90% of the profits going offshore according to the government's own reports, isn't it the case that deep-sea oil drilling is all about New Zealanders taking the risks while the foreign oil corporations take the profits?
Honourable Simon Bridges.
$800 million a year in taxes and royalties is earned to pay for schools, for hospitals and infrastructure directly from this industry. On the issue of the royalties, we get 42 cents in every dollar of profit. It is lower than the Norways of this world, but were there significant fines, we could well review that.
Question number 5, Paul Foster-Bell.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Sir, my question